The fundamental problem that we have to solve as living creatures is how we should act in the world, and how we should act to maintain ourselves, but also how we need to act in relationship to other people and in relationship to the broader world in order to maintain ourselves across time. Since the dawn of the scientific revolution, a wedge has been driven through the heart of our society such that the moral systems that we use to unite us, so those would be religious systems fundamentally, have been subject to an intense critique from the scientists. And that's a problem as far as I can tell, because you're still left with the problem of how you should act. You need to know how to conduct yourself in the world. You have to have a value system. You can't even look at the damn world without a value system. It's not possible. Your emotional health is dependent on a value system. The way you interact with other people is dependent on a value system. There's no getting away from it.
You don't get it. The ethic that you think is normative is a consequence of its nesting inside this tremendously lengthy history. The ethic that drives our culture is predicated on the idea of God, and that you can't just take that idea away and expect the thing to remain intact mid-air without any foundational support.
We have this idea in our society, and it's a very profound idea, and that idea is that the ultimate truth is scientific truth. That tells us about the nature of the world, and it does that in a final way in some sense. There's no brooking any arguments about it. The physicists have got it right, and that's why they can make hydrogen bombs, and that's a pretty good demonstration of their being right. But you don't act as if that's true. Whatever you might say about the underlying metaphysics, it's not true the way science is true. There is a problem of what the world is made out of, but there's a bigger problem, and that's the problem of how you should conduct yourself in the world. You can tell what people believe by watching how they act. I don't care what they say. I don't care what their statements are about their view of reality. The moral systems are what orient us in life, and the reason to understand them, to the degree that you can, is because you need to know how to live. There's some mode that you can conduct yourself in that makes you a good person. That central narrative is the dramatic expression of the necessary human system of values, and that's built into us. It's part of our nature. We have a nature as human beings. We're not infinitely malleable by culture.